In 2009, I became curious as to what does the male voice sound like in a relationship. As women, we often think we know what men are thinking, but I wanted to know firsthand, what do men think about women? So I gathered a group of men of various ages, single, divorced, and married, and asked them many questions revolving around us, women.
There's no bringing no chick home from the club on a one-night stand basis and making her wife material. That's something that gradually comes over time. When they're dip, you just keep them as that because you're gonna find yourself in circumstances you don't believe you should be in. You knew you shouldn't have been in. So wife material is somebody you can actually trust when you lay down and close your eyes.
I think everybody's saying the same thing. It's like we all are saying stop playing the games and not expect the truth to show up. You know, it's like sifting flowers. Eventually, what you're looking for will pop up.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, I would just say, you know, I think a lot of times, you know, I think the fellas are the dips. I don't even think the women are the dips because they know what's going on. And a lot of brothers get up and try to play that role, try to be hardcore, you know, prove my point, you know. But the women know what's going on. I mean, when you first get with the women, you know what I'm saying, maybe some guys aren't there, not talking about these fellas, but when you first get with the girl, take pussy out the equation and see what they got to talk about. Get up off the sex. You know, I keep seeing that. Sex is hold on.
Wait, let him finish the point.
No, what I'm saying, when you get with the female and y'all meet the woman, take pussy out the equation.
But what if pussy is the solution of your equation? I'm serious.
Okay, well listen, that's what I'm saying. If that be the case for some guys, then you're gonna get more than what you're looking for. But I'm saying unless something that could be learned, you know what I mean? This is something that I learned. You know what I'm saying? When you get with depending. I mean, you might be, if you say depending on what you're going for, if you want the pussy, you gotta take whatever come with it. That's part of the game. No. I mean, you may not think that. That's what I'm saying. What you're saying. I'm saying when you get with the woman, I'm just saying it could be just try it out. You know what I'm saying? When you get with the woman, when you first meet her, take pussy out the equation and see what you got.
Even if it's your goal.
A friend. Right. That's what I got as a friend.
See, that goes back to like, it all depends on how it started. You know, how the conversation started and where it went that first day. I mean, the way you look at her after that, everything depends on that first conversation, I think. They say first impressions. I mean, I can look at you, but once I talk to you, I'll put you in a category. I know that, okay, well, I might want to talk to her again. So if we end up talking that first night, instead of her giving up, you know what I mean, no pet, no run.
What if you end up talking to her and she got a good conversation?
She jumped in a different conversation. Once she gave it up that
time.
It
wasn't no conversation.
No,
it was good.
Well, she was put there. She was put, I hear you. She was put as a dip. Nothing else is going to happen after that. I mean, she was put as a dip.
And again, that's where emotions come in. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No.
Because I don't want to be quiet the whole time. I think one point to be drawn out of this, I don't think every female that has went on the first night, let's say, for example, I was going to say the first night, I don't think that may be her history or that's a habit of hers. Everybody has a first with something, you know what I'm saying?
That goes back to what I was saying about it.
However, if that's her first night with you, that's not wife. The thing is, I think as men, we're hunters, right? We are hunters, so we respect if the prey is giving you some run, you respect that. Exactly. You respect that little dish. She like, nigga, please. You respect that because we hunters. So if we get it, and we put on the mantelpiece like right now, I did it. But see, I did it already.
I was
not my wife.
That's me right there.
That's not my wife.
That was January 1997.
Same one. No, honestly, it's crazy.
You have to.
So I decided it was time to change the conversation. I asked the fellas, what happens when men start to show emotion towards the woman that they consider to be the dip-off?
I believe women read behavior, men work with words. So if you say, I'm a virgin, right? He gonna be like, she a virgin, but in his mind, he gonna be like, yeah, right. But at the same time, the behavior for a woman, if a man says, boo, I ain't on that. and he does the leave the toothbrush, and he probably give a little peck when he leave. She probably like, oh, he changing. He gonna work.
Does everyone agree that it's words that the ship that what y'all just said?
I think really what it all boils down to is all the questions that were posed, they're all circumstantial. Anything can happen from any moment. Sometimes it seems like women are always like my man said, women are always looking to change that person or to flip the script. He started in the whole process talking about he didn't want a relationship, but now he's doing X, Y, and Z. And I think women really read into those small cues more so than the bigger picture. Yeah. They read into, oh, he left his toothbrush behind. Well, maybe it was an accident, or maybe he feels like he'd rather get up in the morning with fresh breath. So, he's not trying to leave it behind to mark territory. He's leaving it behind to take care of himself or forgot it. But they run wild with it. They take a small piece of something and they just blow it up. They take a little thumbnail picture and they make an 8x10 with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it boils down to sometimes. And guys actually can do the same things because they'll mislead a woman into thinking that this is really what I'm looking for, or I'm down for whatever. But then at the same time, they may not be down for whatever. They may just be down for whatever just to get what they want out of the situation, and then they down for I talk to you when I can. So that's also to keep in mind too. Women play games, guys play games, but it's just all about how two people can actually relate to each other, and because actually my whole thing is I don't tell a woman up front what I'm looking for out of anybody. You be yourself, and we'll see where we go from there. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people get in that mix of, look, baby, this is what I look for, this is what I want, and that person, that may not be that person, but they're trying to sit there and they're trying to become that person that you're looking for, and it still all falls apart. Well, I thought you were looking for this type of woman. I did X, Y, and Z. Well, it's just something just not right. It's not clicking. So that's also,
I'm starting to get worried. This was just the first question, and the evening had just gotten started. Sure, they were having a great time talking, but I was still confused as to what does the men really think about us, women? So many more questions to ask.